Okay, it's Robert Bruce Anderson again. We're on to video number 5, I think, but we're still on step 4 on my slides. Okay, so I've covered a lot on Fiverr. That was a 15-minute video. Sorry about that. But here's the thing: is if you know now, you've gone to your list, you've done your keyword research, you've gone to Fiverr, you've found out enough to now know that this is something you can do. It's popular. Everything is great. The only potential gremlin is that you still need to actually get your gig set up and ranked well enough on Fiverr so that you start to get business. If you've got a bit of money, it might pay you to feature your gig so that for a while you're doing pretty cool. At least to enough gigs to cover your featured costs. I have no idea what those costs are, by the way. So yeah, choose your micro job. Decide on what your core service will be on your website. Now this could be, let's go with the article writing, where on your website you offer packs of 10 articles within a niche. So you, let's say, do articles for the catering niche. So that will become, your website will become a specialist catering content supplier website, okay? And you will write articles and even create videos and eventually even graphics and all sorts of things for the catering businesses that haven't got time to do content creation. And I've got to tell you that one will do very, very well once you are established and people need you. Remember this: if you could find a website that does want, pick an thing, 10 articles a month, and they're happy to pay, let's go with only $10 an article, yeah. But it's subjects that you talk about and can write about so much because you're sticking to catering that you don't even need to look it up. You simply look at the keyword and you can just type. Based on that, you can do a 500-word article once you're good in 15 minutes, and you can be making $40 an hour. Now, in fact, give me a sec. I'm going to pause this and do some maths. Okay, so presuming that 6 hours a day is the max you can work, and I have a feeling you'd burn out if you tried 6 hours a day for 20 days a week. But hello, that's close to $5,000 a month. Now, that's a lot of money in anybody's thing. And all you're doing is writing articles. You're pre-doing it, and you simply got that many regular clients that will pay you for original content of a set standard, and they know your standard. And if you're really clever, at some point you'll find somebody who will do it for you for $5. So fair enough, you will be subcontracting out $2,500 of your $5,000 a month. But now you'll be earning $2,500 a month and doing no work at all. Yeah, a little bit of work, sending emails and stuff every day. So you got to decide on what your core service will be, and obviously then decide on if you want to take it into the bigger thing, which would be onto a website and more. Let's see what else I've covered on that here. Maybe if I click twice. Here we go, step 5. Okay, so now you've got to set up your Fiverr business properly. So you go and you follow the course, or if you were to buy my course, go and spend a lot of time on YouTube and look at everything that's said there. Now be careful on YouTube, because any kind of a monkey can make any kind of a video, and it could also be 4 or 5 years old. That doesn't count anymore. So watch only the most current, and watch 5 Fiverr videos per subject, and you'll find the liars quite quickly that way. So set up your course, your gig, and find out how to rank it. And then, this is very important, once you've got your gig there, then go out there and set up social media accounts. Now, when I say properly, I really, really mean it. Do not just set up a vague thing. You've got to do all the cover photos. You've got to interlink all your social media between each other. You've got to do it properly. So when you go to the settings on your account and you're in, I've got no idea, Pinterest, put pictures. Put your shoe size, do an about me section, put up photos. Do not be shy. The better set up your social media accounts are, the more likely people will respect them, the more likely Google will respect them. Okay, so the point of social media is that you will now use social media if it's set up properly. Later on, I'm going to talk about IFTTT. So if you do that correctly, you can set it up so that you can promote your Fiverr gig through social media. What will happen is your Fiverr gig will start to be getting backlinks, and it'll start to show up and pitch up on your social media and all over the place, and you are going to get work. Okay. So when I say add content a lot, talking about your gig, I'm talking about content on your social media accounts. Add videos and pages onto your Blogger account, videos and pages onto your or content words onto your Facebook page. Share stuff with other related Facebook pages. Go out there and stir it up. In the beginning, if you're not busy, you've got all the time in the world to do the stirring up, and the stirring up will make you busy, and then you're well set. Okay, so it's just marketing, and it shouldn't take you more than a week or two to stir things up. Give you an example. This weekend I shared, I don't know, about 6 of my pages across the board, and literally got 8 times the visitors to my website for that effort. So it works, people, stirring it up, adding content, shaking the trees. So do it all the time for a few days, and then eventually you will have your social media actually working for you. When you share something on a place, and by the way, like this IFTT, you can set it up so that it does things that, let me tell you what let me see if it's on the next slide. I don't think so. I do mention it later, but I'll mention it in terms of, here I've got it, here, IFTTT. Every time I make a video, this video now that I'm making, I'm going to put it onto my I've got lots of YouTube channels. I'm going to put it onto this YouTube channel that I've got connected to my IFTTT account. Every time I publish a YouTube video on that channel, my IFTTT, by the way, it stands for if this then that. Google it. It's a website. You join it and you set up. In fact, I think they're also called gigs. I'm not sure, but what they do is, I'm not sure what they call them. I do, but not now. When you set up an IFTTT gig, it doesn't matter, call it a gig. You set it up to do something. So if this, then that. So if Rob posts a YouTube video and I connect my YouTube account to it, then it'll post to my Blogger account. So when I post a new video, it will post it to my Blogger account, to my Instagram account, I don't know if it does Instagram, I think it does. It'll post it to places that I've set up on IFTTT. So it starts to do automatic marketing for me each time I do a video. And believe me, it's powerful stuff. So that after a while, I've made 100 videos, but each one of them has got 18 links each time. So now I've got 1,800 links to my videos, and it's all good. Okay. Incidentally, long ago, I had a thing set up when I was more enthusiastic about doing website designs than I am now. I would go to Craigslist, and they've also got a thing called gigs. That's interesting. But on Craigslist, you would search for keywords that when people mention that keyword, then IFTT sends me an email. So I'd get an email on my thing that says, Rob, click here, there's a guy looking for a website in Bordeaux, France. Because I've been to Craigslist in France and set up that IFTT alert. Okay. And I could do the same alert for Wisconsin and the same alert for Toronto and California. Literally, I'll go to the Craigslist in California and I look up a keyword and I take that link and I put that into IFTTT, and IFTTT sends me an email. So that if Craigslist in this town says something about WordPress or website, then it sends me an email. So can you see the power of what you can do to get marketing done? Better still, actually, let's not get to the better. Let's stick to places like this. Read that line I wrote there. Something you can do on Fiverr. People pay you $30. So once you know how to do something, write an article, do a infographic, come on, would I rather spend half an hour, an hour making $1 an infographic for $5, or would I rather get $30? Duh. So I just go to eBay, but more likely Craigslist, and I look for people that are looking for people that do. On eBay, I'd run classified. But on Craigslist, I would find somebody that says, hey, who can make me an infographic? And I've got them, and so I put it into, into my software, Photoshop, and I set it up, and I make them in an hour. I've made $30. So here's the cool part, is that if he likes it, I've done a good job. Always do a good job, people. And when I've done it, he's going to then order from me next week. So I could have picked up a 4 infographics a month client, and when I've got 50 of those, and obviously it'll take time, I've got a full-time infographic business. And if it's earning me $5,000 a month, that's cool, because then I go to the micro sites and I'll pay the guy $5, some other guy, to do what I used to do, and now I'm just a middleman, which is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to finish this slide quickly if I can, and I'm on 11 minutes, so hopefully not more than 20 minutes. You could take the same service and either promote your $5 version through classified ads, okay? Although I don't suggest you do that, promote your $30 version, which will go to your website, okay? So yeah, now you haven't got a website yet, or you can just have them email you with a classified. So there's lots of ways of skinning a cat there. But for $30 product, you want them to trust you, and to trust you, you need a real website. You must never do a free blogger website or something. Oh, it's cool for IFTTT stuff, and for backlinking and social media. Very, very good to build up your rankings for your gigs, or for anything, for your website, for your YouTube channel. It's great for that, but it doesn't lead to trust. A client wants to come to a real website and see it says, oh look, it's Rob at DesignSmithKoza. My email's trustworthy. When they get there at DesignSmithKoza or .com, there's an entire website that says what I do. And now they feel safe. It's like, okay, look. And then he goes to the About Me, and it says, I've been running this business since 1999, and my shoe sizes remained the same the whole time. Thank you for coming here. And they think, okay, cool. He's been all the time. He's happy to give you money and orders. That trust is huge. Excuse me. So this is where, if you just want to stick to running gigs and your social media is keeping you busy, you know what? Might be what all you want to do, because there's lots of other ways then you can build up. For example, maybe you want to write books for Kindle. You don't need a website for that. Again, it's wiser to have one, but you don't need one. So you can take your next, whatever you want to call it, income stream can be that, and you don't need a website. But if you love what you're doing for this $5 gig on Fiverr, you might as well build a website and turn it into a $30 service for people. So yeah, building your own website and plans to get it ranked for your services. I make it sound very easy. All of that, let's just click and see where we go. Okay, that I sort of covered already. Places like eBay, Craigslist to find people. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to be doing. My bad, people. I'm supposed to have spoken about these individually. I remember what I did. I'm so sorry for this. So step 8 was, I was going to talk to you in depth about Craigslist and IFTTT. I've done that. Running ads. It works great, by the way. You've got to watch where you run ads. Classifieds can be a huge waste of time if it's people aren't looking on the classifieds for what you do. But again, if you find the right classifieds like eBay and it starts to work well, or if you supply a product, the Warrior Forum is great for advertising. If you've got a website or SEO or service like that, ultimately building your own website and ranking it with good SEO. Now, this part is what I'm talking about here, because here you got to go to my website and follow all the training. There's lots of free training that teaches you how to make that happen. Okay, cool. This is great. In 15 minutes on this video, I'm kind of done. Click on the links and get started. So go to my website, get the Fiverr course or not. Definitely get the 26 ways and the toolkit. Those are all free. Get all the free training there. Videos on how to do keyword research, etc. You might find that having looked at what's on my video, on my video training on my website, that you really don't want to touch Fiverr. To be honest, I wouldn't. How's that for telling you this at the end of all of this? If it were me, I would go ahead and write books for Kindle. I would build a website that has the upsell products on that. In fact, having said that, I'm doing it anyway, so it's what I do. And I would build my business that is retirement strength from that. In fact, let me do that as my next course, or I will be doing it fairly soon. I'll definitely be doing it as a course, so keep an eye on that. In fact, just to repeat, you want to be hooked up to what touches on what I do, don't get off my email list. You would have had to get onto my email list to get the free books anyway. Hang around. Sometimes I don't send an email for 3 months. Sometimes I'll send you 3 a day for 3 weeks. Don't get freaked out. Just don't read them if you're not in the mood for it. But somewhere along the way, you're going to get these tips and these kind of courses that are so worth it if you're sitting around bored and thinking, hey, let me start a video marketing business, whatever. I can show you how. Okay, I think that kind of covers it all. Great, and thank you for getting this. And apologize for the long-winded videos. I don't really feel that bad. I'll lie when I say apologize. I feel sorry, yes, bad if you didn't have the time. But I also believe that the more I can tell you, the better off you are than thinking, oh, really, one step? And meantime, the one step is a lot harder. Let me give you the one step here that I said, that was so casually said. This one. Build your own website and plan to get it to rank for your services. That is, to do it properly, is a 6-month job of 3 hours a day. No jokes. 3 hours a day for 6 months. So it's a serious business. But you know what? You do that right, and you will have a $5,000 a month income just from your website. And it'll probably be on automated. You could do an authority website. Again, another course I'll do in the future. But you could build up an authority website where your AdSense advertising on that website is worth a $5,000 a month income. And yes, it's going to be 300 pages, so ouch. But hell, it's the real thing, a proper authority website. Okay, done. I'm talking too much now for sure. Click on the links, get started. Thanks. Take care, guys. Cheers.